Hey everyone, welcome aboard. Today we are in Munich, Germany, taking a look at the HiPhi X SUV. This is an SUV that's currently sold in China and is coming to Europe for the first time. It has 590 horsepower and 410 newton meters of torque, delivered by dual electric motors. It offers 460 kilometers or 285 miles of range and goes from 0 to 100 kilometers in 3.9 seconds. In terms of interior displays, it has a 14-inch driver's display, a 16.9-inch center display, and a massive 19.9-inch display for the passenger. The screens also extend into the rear view mirror, which is actually a rear view display rather than a true mirror. There are soft touch materials all around, including suede, leather, and synthetic leather. The center console has a nice cavernous opening with USB-A and USB-C charging ports. And there's a single wireless phone charging dock as well as dual cup holders in the front. I find that the front door closing is very reminiscent of a Tesla Model X with one touch push button close. In the rear of this particular model, you have dual captain's chairs with what the company is calling airline style seating with 8-way adjustable seats as well as an extendable footrest for both passengers. And there's a plenitude of digital controls that can adjust the height of the seat as well as the side-to-side motion of the seat, as well as one-touch recline and folding ability. This particular model has 2 vents in the rear seat as well as a cup holder. There's also a model that has an 8-inch display. I don't think this version had it. And there's also a version that has a champagne cooler in the back, but this version also does not have that. But despite that, it's a very luxurious vehicle. As you can see, the captain's chair in the second row is folding forward at the touch of a button to allow access to the third row, which is also very reminiscent of a Model X. It has the same configuration, two seats that fold very similar to a Model X. The headroom and the greenhouse with the doors open are also very reminiscent of a Model X. And I have a feeling that they use the Model X as the playbook for this vehicle, as the similarities don't just end there. As you can see, it has a gull wing door as well as a separate folding rear side door, which is pretty innovative. It's pretty luxurious. I'm not sure about the functionality, but it is, pretty spectacular to have 2 separate doors for the rear seats. Here's a charging port, obviously configured for the European charging standards. Now back you have pretty decent storage room with and without the third row folded. And although I don't have the rear seat cargo specifications in front of me, I wouldn't be surprised if it's very similar to Model X. As a Model X owner, the rear opening and storage space felt very similar. The one area where it deviates is the underfloor storage, which isn't as cavernous as the one in the Model X. Coming around to the other side, you'll note that the rear captain's chairs also have ventilated seats. So that's one area that it does better than the Model X, is that it has ventilated seats in the first and second rows, which is a nice touch. When you come up front, the center display for the driver is really clear, bright. I don't know what type of UI this is using, or if it's proprietary to HiPhi, or if it's something that other vehicles are using. Another vehicle that this HiPhi X reminds me of is the Faraday Future FF91, which I sat in earlier this year. It also has the massive passenger side display that can display streaming services, so that's an interesting comparison there. This specific unit is with a carnelian orange paint job, and it has autonomous driving cameras throughout, some even in the headlight and front grille. And speaking of the front, you'll note that it has a very stunning set of LED lights for both the headlights and the turn signals and fog lights. This allows for the HiPhi X to display some really custom light shows, even more so than what Tesla offers. The HiPhi X will be available in Europe starting later this year for approximately 109,000 euros, which is considerably more than a Model X. And as far as whether it's worth it, I'll leave that up to you to decide. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.